So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our adventures here in Ilhern. Um,
Good evening.
we're gonna go ahead and knock our little roll call out before we follow through with a quick recap as to what the hell is going on now that you've actually made it back to Innsland. Joe! Blink, 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 blink.
What? I'm here.
Okay. Kotark!
Here.
Sarah!
Here.
And Union.
Union.
Um, Pile of Dust will be joining us whenever he manages to get off work. But until then, the quick recap. Now that Joe is not a paper mache cutout, I think we'll you know what, Kodark in the off time sort of filled in Joe. So Kodark, go ahead and roll me a D2. One, Sarah's got to do the recap. Two, Union's got to do the recap.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we got back to Innsland. Walked out of the water. We have a fish baby now. I don't think we gave it a name. The Lord of Filth is there. We took him back to Grandma's. We gave him some pastries. And his daughter's there, who is a red dragon. And they have taken over Innsland. And we are trying to figure out how to rid the city of them without getting killed because we are very weak after all the underwater adventures.
So, not sure where Red Dragon came in.
Is she not a red dragon?
So one person made the mistake of saying, "Oh, that's definitely a red dragon," and then he corrected him. It's like, "No, that's my daughter." And I guess that's where it came from.
I guess. But yeah, so not a red dragon. In fact, you're not even sure what kind of dragon she is, other than that she is the Lord of Filth's daughter, and if you recall, he is a black dragon.
She's an invisible dragon.
Yeah,
Platinum, got it.
yeah, clearly. Um, and I feel like you glossed over a few things.
I do not remember anything else.
Grandma's still alive?
I said we went to Grandma's and gave pastries.
The pastries were for her funeral. It was very sad.
The daughter dragon has basically taken over Innsland. The
Yeah.
dad was like, "Huh, I'm going to be a grandpa. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'll be back," and left. And we were kind of stuck in a spot where, like, well, I guess we're under a dragon now for a bit. That's all I remember.
Oh, and something about sent Grandma out to the cellar to go get wine.
Right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
prison snacks. Nobody's mentioned prison snacks.
See, Kodark, he remembered almost every detail you told him. Yes, so where we pick up in the scene, the party is currently sitting at a long table there in Grandma's. Fresh pastries are currently being prepared. Some have already been served earlier before the heated conversation took place. Both the Lord of Filth and his daughter have left at this point. Grandma is currently calling for assistance in the cellar.
Yeah, I'll run to help her because
Uh,
Union threw her down there.
I was trying to save her from the dragons who had taken up residence in her establishment.
It's only residents if they live there, and I don't think they're renting a room there.
You don't know. Dragons are crafty.
Yeah. It is still fairly early in the day, leaning just after the noon bells would have rang. Welcome back, Kotark. And yeah, there's a fish baby.
And the dragons left, right?
The dragons have left.
Okay, yeah, then I'm definitely just gonna go help Grandma.
Okay. She is fighting valiantly against a cask to pry it free. As you get down there, your vision adjusts. You see that it's still latched in place. There's a wooden slide latch that holds each cask in case you want to tap it downstairs. And apparently she has forgotten that step.
I will remind her of the step.
Oh, you're such a dear.
I try.
Between the two of you, you roll the cask of fine beverage up into the room. Oh, did your friends leave already?
Yeah, they had some stuff to take care of.
It's quite unfortunate. I not the full cask for everybody.
Well, it's been a long week. I'll pay for it and we can just all enjoy it together. How about that?
Oh no! There will be no paying. Just, just help me get it up on the racks here, my dear.
I will do my best to help.
Soon, each of you have a small wooden cup of a sweet-smelling, fragrant, bluish drink. Joe. Oh, those things are not only stale, they're waterlogged. Are you trying to be subtle about this? Because I want to point out, only Sarah went to help. Kotark and Union are still in the room.
Yeah, but I've got a.
Yeah, Kotark's busy with baby.
Union would not sit by while.
Well, let's see if you
Such-
notice. Finally got rid of these. It would be sleight of hand, but I think that. So you got to beat a 24 Union, which your passive
Be
does not.
22 then.
Oh, 22. So you do not catch the shady shit.
Just mix them in with the fresh ones.
Diabolical, sir. Take a hit of alignment right there.
Well, guys, more stuff on the horizon, but we did pretty good, I think. All things considered.
Things being the world still being here.
Is she quiet for anyone else?
Yeah, I didn't hear you at all, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I really can't hear you.
Like I picked at something.
Oh yeah, you did.
That better?
So far.
A
A
little
little
bit.
bit.
Little bit.
Oh, that's better.
We're just gonna need you to stage yell for the rest of the night.
Gel?
Stage yell?
Oh,
Just
shit.
shout at the top of your lungs.
I'm absolutely not doing that.
Oh, you sound fine now.
Okay.
And then you sounded really quiet there.
Don't understand. Oh my.
What did you do?
You're like loud at the start of a sentence, and then you fade into nothingness.
I hit reset on a volume thing,
Oh
and I don't remember
no.
what the settings were. I'm sorry.
It's so weird.
Ah,
Maybe just regular mic will be fine.
yes.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, seems
beautiful.
same.
But anyhow, um, you have the day to yourselves. About this time, you will have finished a short rest. For those who want to click that button.
That didn't work.
Did you
Oh.
break it?
I break it every single time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't roll it in roll 20, but I rolled 42 on 5 hit die.
Okay. But Grandma will head into the kitchen and continue trying to get things back in order as much as she can.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take a seat and try and be cheery and drink with friends. Can do my best to try and talk Union into drinking.
The
You mean
beverage you drink is not particularly strong, but it's got a lingering sweetness.
Hmm.
Union, after Sarah's encouragement, would sip at the beverage.
Oh, don't just sip. Come on, drink up. It's weak anyway.
I needed to wash down my pastry. Union's eating some of the non-waterlogged pastries.
There is a whole cask. It's not like you need to be. I lost the word.
Conservative?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. How about a drinking game or something then?
Well,
Winner gets the most pastries.
if we're playing for pastries, then I'm in.
Pretty sure you both lose to Joe.
I don't think it's fair for him to play. He's dead.
That's fair.
I mean, you can join in, but I don't think you're allowed to win.
I don't think I want to win.
Oh, well, good.
I think I've already won.
Kotor, you in too?
Oh, absolutely not.
Fair enough.
So, Constitution saving throws. Better yet, before you roll them, You may choose a D6, D8, D10. That'll be how many drinks you try to slam down in quick succession before you have to make the save.
So the more drinks, the harder the save.
The more drinks, the harder the save, but also the higher the score. Hitting with the D10 out of the gate. Conserve the D8 for Union. Alright, con saves.
Wow. What a wimp.
Okay. Tongue starting to feel a little numb. The sweetness seems to sort of build with every drink. Catching wild berries. Union, your cheeks are already beginning to numb, speech slurring. You can feel like a soft, almost liquor burn down the back of your throat.
This is wonderful.
All right.
I've never been better.
Let's go another round.
Indeed.
.com.
What?
Force of habit.
Oh,
You're just really quick on taking the D10, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
33?
So you are adding
Oh.
his R, aren't you?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
that's -4. I don't have bless.
Okay. Okay. So the next wave of drinks, there is a soft that liquor heat cloying at the back of your throat is now running well into your chest. It's a happy warmth. Trace hints of a cinnamon hiding under the berries. As Union, you down your 10th beverage, you can already start to feel your stomach not particularly happy. You haven't really eaten a proper meal. You're not quite retching yet.
This is wonderful.
You know, you look really evil with that armor on.
Yes. I'm aware of my impact on people.
I'm kind of surprised the dragons didn't kill us with the black dragon plate on you.
There were 2 chickens. They're not dragons. That's just what they want you to think, Sarah. They're chickens.
So Lord of Filth walks in the bar.
Face right. Yes, they're not dragons. Not brave dragons. They are crafty but cowardly in nature.
I thought you were going to be able to hold your liquor better. You're kind of flimsy, aren't you? Think you can go another round?
Yes.
Alright, let's see that last con save there, Union. Alright.
Finally.
So let's see this. 2 on a d10, or 7 on a d10, 2 on a d10, and 4 on a d10. 2 on a d8, 8 on a d8, 6 on a d6. As right now, you guys are at a draw by a single drink.
Man, that's pretty spooky. It's a good thing I know Union's gonna give up.
Come, Sarah. Let us arm wrestle. If we have proven ourselves in fits of consumption, let us prove ourselves in displays of strength.
Are you sure?
Did you really
Yes.
just challenge the
You
one-armed
lose.
woman to an arm wrestling match?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Drunk Union has no shame.
I kind of lost my dominant arm.
Ha, all the better for me.
I mean,
Oh,
he did get thrown
wait.
across the room last time he tried.
That wasn't very paladin-y of me.
No, it's fine. I'll get my arm on the table and get ready.
Union will as well.
Just strength check.
Raw strength checks.
Oh, for the love of God.
Anyone else saw that coming?
God
Anyone
damn
else?
it, Union!
Absolutely.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be Sarah or Union, but I knew someone was rolling 1 on this check. So, in front of Kotark and Joe, in front of you, these two already heavily inebriated people that, at this point, are almost speaking a different language.
Uh-huh.
Lock hands over the long table and begin a bout of strength. The strain of which runs down to Union's stomach, that has already been roiling and bubbling on its emptiness, dealing with this cloyingly sweet drink that is now beginning to make its way back up his esophagus. I like it. You saw where I was going with this, Sarah. As Sarah dives out of the way, Union loses what little holds his stomach had contained. After about 40 seconds, feels a little better, but did lose the arm wrestling match.
All right, Union, let's go outside. Let's not vomit anymore inside Grandma's.
Megan
Rusted digitation. Ian is waving his hands. I don't believe he actually knows that spell.
totally called it, Megan.
Yes, he can. Rusted digitation.
I'm just gonna take him over his shoulder and just drag him outside.
He just keeps, like, making showers with sparks instead of cleaning up the vomit.
Did you actually learn prestidigitation at some point?
Yes, I have that as a cantrip.
Okay.
As a warlock.
I was like, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Warlock, right?
Yeah.
Right as you get out the door, you just hear the young girl. Seriously? Seriously. I don't have enough to clean up? Now I. Whatever that is.
It's like blue colored.
Blue, yeah.
It's
Blue
just,
color
like,
is
just the
like.
blue liquor.
It's the blue liquor and salt water, and it's great.
Like
Chunks
half
of pastry.
one pastry.
Oh god.
She goes to get a bucket. She's not happy.
Well, just sort of slump up against the wall when they're outside.
So shit looks pretty bad coming up.
I
Not to, not to be a bummer.
No. I somehow thought that if we survived, I don't know, things would be better when we got out of that damn lake.
Yeah, it's just not how it goes.
No. We lost an arm, we lost an arson, we have a baby, so that's nice.
You guys are probably gonna have to deal with the dragon situation without me. I'm not much use without my swinging arm.
I wonder if Joseph could magic up something.
Like what?
Ah! I thought he was still inside! I don't know, Joseph. Can you summon up a shadow arm for Sarah or something?
I'm good.
A shadow arm.
I don't want a shadow arm. Or an undead arm, no offense.
What if we got you another arm?
I'm gonna just hold my hand out to like shake Union's hand.
And goes and shakes Sarah's hand.
Okay, so when he goes to grab it, I'm gonna sucker punch him.
Roll to hit. With advantage. You didn't see it coming. What's your strength score?
5.
Okay.
And then with my second attack, I want to try and shove him to the ground.
Okay, that's a athletics versus athletics or acrobatics. Both of you at disadvantage due to inebriation.
Oh, fair.
As Joe, you get drunken fist fight in front of you. How would you like to respond, Union, as you dodge the shove?
Alright, so as Sarah is presumably like Union ducks out of the way, Union's gonna try and clock her right back. He's sick of being pushed around.
Ooh, with a plate mailed hand. Roll to swing.
So is this
It's an unarmed strike.
is that just a strength?
Should be strength,
Yeah.
yeah.
Strength plus proficiency.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, that hits.
And your strength mod is
5.
alright.
Text me back for the same amount. Jesus. Yeah, just gonna laugh and pull off my greatsword. And just kind of hold it out for you. Handle first, to be clear.
Union like is reaching for his sword.
Look at Joseph over here like, hey guys, selling tickets. Bar fight, selling tickets.
Union,
Not
Selling
the.
tickets, just
It's not the chainsword, it's just my normal greatsword that I started with.
Union sort of furrows his brow, but relaxes his body a little bit out of the dukes up fighting stance and reaches out and puts a hand on the hilt.
Sorry about that. In the dark, you look like someone else. Yeah, I figure you'll probably get more use out of that than I will. Thankfully, this other one's mithril, so it's not too heavy. I could probably still use it.
Are you sure about this, Sarah?
Yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing. Pat him on the shoulder, walk past Joe, and go back inside. Right as he starts being like, come on, I'm just gonna go up indoors.
A small one-armed child looks at you like, please no.
A
You know, that
worthy
was
challenger! Yun brings up his new greatsword.
Not the child. Ugh.
Poor kid was just out taking a leak.
Ugh.
Union will stay outside for a little while longer, sort of just holding the greatsword and just carefully like examining it, running a finger down the blade,
It's
thinking.
pretty nice. It has like runes written in it.
It says, fuck Shaitan.
I think it specifically says something about Lathander's chosen. Had it written down somewhere.
Guess that means it's gotta be passed on to the child. Alright, child, how's your swinging arm?
Meh.
Is the woman still there?
She's
Do
working
people
on it.
clean it?
She
Okay,
there was
I'll
a good
take
bit.
over for her.
There.
I'm drunk, but I'll try and take over for her.
Oh great, 'cause that's okay.
I want to have a good working relationship with her.
Oh, well, I'm okay with not being liked. I can Presty it now.
Oh,
Do you? Because this poor girl's been cleaning a vomit for at least 10 minutes. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
wow.
Just looks up, looks from like one spellcaster to the other, like, alright, which of you motherfuckers?
So, Kotek? I'm not sure your plans, but I think this is the end of the road for adventuring for me.
I had similar thoughts.
Fortunately, can't fight a dragon with one arm. I mean, I probably could, but
You'd do better than the other.
the other arm, or?
Union.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's kind of obvious, but
He technically fights with one arm. You know, smaller sword and all that.
well, he has a bigger one now. We'll see if he actually uses it.
You think he can?
I've seen him use a really big axe before.
I think an axe and a sword are different, but, you know, they're all unwieldy to me.
Fair enough. What are your plans after here?
Well, I figure by nightfall I'll probably be heading home.
I don't think I've ever asked. Where is your home?
I don't think I can relay it to you. You know, it's not really on a map.
Is it actually in the abyss?
What?
Underwater? I think someone said that. Or the depths or something.
Yeah, it's in the depths. Deep down, where the light doesn't touch.
Well, just No matter what, do what's best for you, okay?
Of course. Are you gonna take this child?
I really don't want to, but it's probably the best option.
Well, you're versed in Lathander lore and all that, right?
Yes.
You know anything about a white flame?
No. Wait, maybe. No.
Hmm. Might want to look into that.
I will. Is that for taking care of the kid, or?
Maybe? Maybe it's the pyre they die on.
That sounds ominous.
I mean, you religiously chosen sometimes are destined to die.
You know, I was gonna disagree with you there, but no, you're right.
You think you accomplished your fate?
Don't know. Figure I'll find out eventually.
Maybe this is your replacement.
Oh, maybe. Maybe they'll grow up to finally kill Union since I couldn't. Saying that since Union walked in the door.
Union's too busy trying to find Megan to be listening to the conversation.
She's gone into the kitchen at this point. But at that, the baby balls up their fists like they're ready to fight.
Yeah, I could say it.
I mean, if you're going deep underwater, they're fish. Would they be better suited there, do you think? For their well being? Or.
I mean, environmentally, sure.
Flashing images of home and the wonderful upbringing this foreign creature would have.
I don't think my home would take it well, and I don't think leaving it with Sahagin would exactly go well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take care of it. I'm planning on, I think I'm gonna start a tavern. That sounds fun.
Did you just say you're gonna be in competing business, you little whippersnapper?
As a matter of fact, I was gonna talk to you about that. I don't want to compete. I want to be in business.
I'm not franchising.
I was gonna be like right across the street and like buy stuff, and I don't know. Look, we'll work it out.
Children.
I didn't hear you.
They said, children.
Yeah. I have a baby to take care of now, so.
You realize Grandma did not actually notice the baby. Comes out like, wait, what? Hold up now. Where's baby?
I show off baby.
Grandma takes baby, or attempts to take baby. It is very evident Grandma has no idea this is fish baby.
Yes, I was gonna make a inn and then raise the baby at the inn. I don't know, sounds good. What do you think, Grandma?
Your child is so clammy. I mean, if you're gonna get your hand dirty in business, it's gonna take a lot of work. You're just the cutest little.
I'm pretty good with hard work. I've done some here and there.
leans in. It's not to be impudent, but where's the father?
I think he's a god. I don't know. It's really confusing. I'm not sure where the mother is either.
Try to keep a straight face. I swear I did.
Hey, Drew.
Hello.
Please tell me that's what Geralong did too.
I didn't hear anything.
For
I-
shame, that was great.
Oh, an orphan then. Oh, poor thing. We'll discuss the minutia another time. I mean, the pastries are fresh. Dig in, eat, fill your stomachs. You guys have done so much. This one needs to get some skin on his bones. Pointing at Joe.
Rim shot.
Do you have fresh fish?
No, no.
Hmm.
I don't summon fish.
Well, you don't have to summon fish for there to be fish. You could, I don't know, how do you get all the other things you get? Do you summon those?
Gives you a little wink.
You summon pastries?
With the most precious of magics.
I mean, there are choices people can make in life. I wasn't expecting that.
The magic of knowing how to cook. Sorry, Jara. Knowing how to cook and having energy to cook aren't the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Plus, I got home from work literally 5 minutes ago, so.
Anyhow, as you're all settling, enjoying any more of the fine beverage or pastries or idle chatter amongst you all, there is a caller heard from down the streets shouting out, "Any survivors? Any citizens? You're called to the central square. It appears the last of the threat has been dealt with. Please gather in the center square."
I think that's us.
Right.
Like this. It feels like a trap.
I agree, probably, but what's the worst that could happen? And I'll get up.
Dragon could eat you?
They had 2 chances already.
Dragon could acid breast you, leaving you to waste.
They had chances already.
But not in a crowd.
Eh, maybe. Well, if you guys don't want to go, I'll go alone.
Oh
I
no,
don't mind.
I'm going. I'm just saying that I don't like this.
Oh, yeah, it definitely sounds like a trap.
It is absolutely certainly not a trap.
Well, I mean, that settles it.
See, that changes everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine now. We take our game very seriously, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's go to the center square.
Yep.
Yes, let us be away.
Alright. Does anyone fetch Grandma and what have you from the kitchen?
Yeah, Union would have gotten Grandma and Megan.
Okay.
I don't know why when I first read that, I thought you were leaving 10 grams on the counter. I didn't know what the grams were.
Don't worry, Grandma knows.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
They're going to talk business later.
Yeah.
So, doesn't take long for a lot of you to arrive in the center square, and it's slow going, meandering movement from faces that some of you recognize through your previous daily travels here within the formerly glorious city of Insland. Now, it could use a little spit and polish. A good chunk of the buildings have fallen mostly to fire. Some possibly to the ever-present shatter spell that seems to be a go-to use for most casters for no particular reason. You do see the flame tender, the fellow whose entire job it is to light all the lights in the city, and gives you guys a healthy little wave as he didn't see y'all make your way back in after your last foray. There's even an uncomfortable. You can tell he's counting like 1, 2. Like, isn't there? Like, where's the rest? Where's the other guy?
Give him a wave. Continue walking.
Just leave him unanswered. Like, where'd my buddy go? But there in the center square, where normally would be surrounded by your sort of pop-up tent-style market stalls, currently the last remnants of Townsguard stand exhausted on their feet, some holding tight to their pole arms just to use it as a crutch. Center view, though, is a familiar woman in black finery, beside individuals you've not met before, but would be familiar with as the ruling merchants of Insland. Aside from this, you catch a gaily garbed individual that you recognize as the Westerner, one who is just getting his magic emporium up and running, the poor fellow. Currently trying to hang a little deeper in the crowd and eyeing with a degree of suspicion towards the mercantile council that has gathered everyone together. Sarah is typing. Just buffeting people out of the way with the wings.
Being very subtle. Oops, sorry.
There's a couple whispers as you have a skeleton with you as well, if you do recall. So, make for a very attention-grabbing group of individuals. But I will note that since leaving Grandma's, there was no sign of Kotark. After a while, you see the caller come running up to the raised platform in the middle, whisper into one of the individual's ears, a stocky human with a tiny little black goatee, otherwise pristinely cleaned, shaved head, a little bit of stubble on the cheek, and a bit of bags on the under the eyes, but otherwise putting on a brave and pristine face. He then, in turn, goes to speak with his fellows. You catch a half elf in what looks to be silver and white finery, as well as a dwarf in like heavily darkened leathers, hands glistening with gems and rings, and his beard capped several times over with gold rings. The three of them talk with great haste amongst themselves before nodding to the woman. And it is the dwarf that steps forward. My beloved citizens, I cannot say how proud and how humbled I am to see that you have survived this near calamity that almost befell us. The trying times, this test from above, has left us quite crippled, I must admit. Some more than others. Believe me, my fellows. Believe me, I understand. We have all lost. There will, to start our announcements, be a ceremony for the next week, hosted by your merchant council, to honor the fallen, our loved ones. You can see he's kind of trying to fake a tear. It's not really coming. But he wipes one away anyways. Starting tomorrow, the square here will have food and drink provided for every able-bodied individual who arrives. Those who cannot attend, we will be sending shipments to your domiciles, taking account of the structures in need of repair to get our city up and running, to be the glorious gym here along the rivers as we so rightfully deserve to be. It will be a hard time, I am aware, but I know, my fellows of Ensland, I know we are capable. I believe in each and every one of you. And I'm sure many may be thinking, this means more taxes on your purchased goods. I come with such wonderful news. The restructuring of our city, the daunting task ahead of us, has found a sponsor far faster than I had personally hoped. Miss Caroline Darson has vowed to foot a significant portion of the bill out of her own private treasury to ensure that each and every one of you, her beloved and fellow citizens, are able to keep roof over your heads, foods in your bellies, and to prosper as we had before. We have elected to step down as your ruling council and now act only as her advisors to put forward the plans and get us back on the path to recovery. Miss Caroline, a few words? The woman saunters forward with a practiced grace. And it goes without saying that the four of you do catch that she intently makes eye contact, each in turn.
Yeah.
An ever so subtle smile upon her lips as she gives just the slightest of bows and her hands forward, palms to the heavens. My fellow citizens, I've wept for you in this past time. It felt an eternity of darkness was our fates. I've wept for you. Many of you have suffered such losses that the gods themselves, I know, weep for you. But we will recover. I personally want to give my sincerest gratitude to the Innsland Guild of Adventurers, who fought ever bravely amongst our valiant town's guard. A few of them started to perk up, well, I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting to get noted. Okay, pretty lady pointing at me, yeah. To hold off the waves and hordes of unholy abominations. A few mutters and glances in Joseph's direction. Many fell. The guild, I understand, is in fairly dire straits, but that too I seek to assist in rebuilding as a primary focus here, the city of Innsland. This would not be possible without the great heroes. Many of you have never met them, but I know it is they that we have to thank for the return of the light and the blessings from on high. Her outstretched hands to the heavens lower and gesture at the four of you.
I wasn't expecting to get attention.
You were trying to explicitly knock. Excuse me. My apologies, Kodak. The three of you.
The three?
I remind you that you guys haven't seen Kodak since you left Grandma's.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'll give a little wave.
These three, amongst their own party, took it upon themselves to charge against the darkness. I know you've lost for some greater than anyone here can even begin to comprehend. But I look forward to working with each of you wholeheartedly for the betterment of Innsland and our great lands. Please, a rising and rousing applause. Your heroes. It starts slowly. Again, you have one-armed lady with wings. Skeleton guy, kind of, sort of, maybe glowing. And tiefling, wearing evil-ass fucking armor.
To be fair, my arm is covered in the cloak.
Again,
Or my lack of arm.
a very odd trio you make.
Oh, don't forget the baby.
Oh yes,
Don't forget,
and a
don't
fish
forget the
baby.
And the,
And a fish baby. And I remind you,
Hello?
Sarah and Yunin are still mildly inebriated.
yeah.
I'll jump up a little bit, give a little flap of my wing, and just say, I look forward to working with you.
Union just does like the queen wave. That's just like a tilt of the hand, like back and forth as he just smiles.
Like, hi. Hi, hi.
She totally put us on the spot.
I know you all must be utterly exhausted from these trials. Please, return to your homes, find yourselves some rest, and come the morning, the festivities. For the fallen shall endure. Steps away and proceeds to talk with the three individuals quite hushedly. Everything now seems to like tilt her head and look off in the distance at something. Just, I like that it was so quiet on my end. Just a silent little, just tiny little comment.
I didn't hear it.
It's a dragon. Just so quietly.
Looks off into the distance. It's a dragon.
Well, this is about as much excitement as I can deal with in a day.
People are beginning to walk up to y'all, not knowing why they're thanking you, but wholeheartedly reaching for like hands to shake, patting your shoulders. Little kids are tugging on your wings.
Right.
People are probably grabbing my lack of arm.
You didn't just Lathander
Yeah,
bless
everybody
you.
keeps going up to her to shake her hand, and it's like, oh wait.
You didn't just Lathander blessing you, everyone who comes up to him.
Yeah, Joe's pretty much like shaking all the babies, kissing all the hands, all the good stuff.
Yep, that's real.
Well, it was nice meeting all of you.
You're kind of trapped there unless you physically attempt to escape. You're trapped there for about a half hour of the remaining citizenry thanking you.
Good luck, Union. I fly straight up and just go away.
Okay.
Oh, citizens. Joseph, say something.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, they're staring at us. Just say something.
You're the talker.
Well, that was quite the speech. I'm sure we have nothing to fear but fear itself.
Hey, look, fireworks!
Running away now.
I have never been so glad to be dead. Wow. Oh.
Pocket sand and run away. No.
Wings are indeed useful. Eventually, the crowd begins to thin out. And it gets to a point where people just stop approaching the two of you. I just imagine Sarah's just up there the whole time, just dying of laughter. Grant was, are we able to go home now? I just don't recognize many of these blobs.
Blobs.
But as the two of you are able to break away from the crowd finally, the the large barbarian who now has the massive claw rake across his chest is standing, clearly waiting for the two of you, and every now and then looking up like, where the fuck the third one go? Birdie go flappy flap. There's someone back to the tent that wants to speak with you. Wants to get a full account of what happened for the guild records.
Oh, right.
Well, glance at Joseph. Well, I think we can do that.
Right. Make sure, to not leave out anything that we're supposed to get paid for.
Right. Do you have other business to do, Joseph, or shall I do this alone?
I mean, I think we should both go, just to make sure.
Yes,
I'll have other business.
I don't even know if the others are registered members of the guild.
Everyone in the party
I
is
don't
registered.
know. Did you add them to our party before all this started?
That was like the last thing y'all managed to get done before shit went down.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe the paperwork's been filled out. But yes, let us go speak with the guild.
They're always successful task. Anyhow, make your way across the city. At this point, the sun is starting to eke behind the clouds off in the distance. You gauge it to be a early evening at this point. Already, there's can be this caught on the wind the sounds of music, whereas the night before it was just dead quiet. There's subdued laughter as you pass some of the residences. Many of the businesses are still boarded up, and every now and then you come across a blackened, charred spot upon the ground from a former pyre for burning the dead. But soon you arrive at the large camp. The two dwarves, somehow always the poor souls on watch, feeling a little more relaxed, playing cards between the two of them as they give you a little head nod. Is it just me, or is every time you come back here, you're short more and more people?
That is rather tasteless, but not perhaps inaccurate.
But there were four of you. Now there's two of you. What happened to? Was it Blue? And I think the winged lady.
They are out doing other things.
All right. Well, have fun with the chronicler.
You
She's
survived?
Just one of them did.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Well.
they're very excited to meet you.
I don't like the sound of that, but
Halfway through the sentence, the tent flap flies open, and
the pile of thunder.
flash of movement as a small gnome comes running up to your shins with a floating paper and quill behind it, just thundering out questions after questions after questions.
Hello, I I'm Union.
Yeah, I've already got that written down. I just was wondering about how long ago did this start? What were you guys doing? What was the last mission you were actually tasked with before all this began? Were you officially sanctioned for this particular mission, or was this a self-chosen charge? How many members are left with you? How many more importantly, how many more members have come back? And just rolling through questions.
Union just turns and looks at Joseph, a little bit overwhelmed.
Our previous mission was a war crime.
Which again, unsuccessful. No, our previous last official mission was the mountain.
Yeah, but the mission we were on before things happened
Yeah,
was a war crime. Which, man, what does it say that we can't even commit crimes correctly?
Not that you have committed it incorrectly, it's just you haven't gotten a chance to finish committing it.
Union will attempt to answer as much before, but definitely needing a slow down.
Persuasion check.
Union.
Look here, buddy. I have, nearly a month worth of time to try and chronicle in, I don't know, about an hour. So either you start answering or I just start prying. In here. Well, not in here, because this is mine. In there, in yours. I don't know if it's going to work on him. Do you even have a... In fact, one of the most pressing questions, and Lee, you may want to get your ridger ready. Question it was: do you feel that the beginning spiral downward was when you decided to recruit one of the low dragon races of kobolds to your party?
And you would speak with the kobold formerly known as Ridra with more respect.
I believe that's currently be impossible, as they were, and I quote, devoured. Joseph with a loud affirmative yes.
Do not listen to him. He is a skeleton. He has no brains. No, Ridra was a very noble and most honorable kobold, and in fact, I hear her in my skull to this very day. So, what do you have to say about that?
Sounds like you need some professional help.
Wait, I didn't mean it to come off the way I just said it, but still, her name was Ridra. She was my friend. Is my friend, because she's still alive, in my head, you know.
Okay, so it is my understanding that you guys were tasked with a private mission before all of this went down. Where were you heading? What was the last thing you remember before the skies went dark? Come on now, I ain't got all night.
We were heading west to recover some flowers.
And?
Things happened. The skies got dark on the way.
And what were you doing when the skies got dark?
What were we doing when the skies got dark? Bandits.
Yes. Bandits.
And traveling. Lots of walking. We were walking. We were doing that. Not like that. Bad Ridra.
Oh. And just like that, the chronicler changes the page from family friendly to not. Oh. Alright, and from there you went. Hey,
where?
Bones! Come on now, this guy's slacking. I'm paid by the hour. I got work to do. Let's go.
From there, we went north.
Yes. To Rheindorf?
Reindorf, which if I recall correctly in your files was a situation with a rather nasty individual who, I believe, was not found. Orson, I believe it was, managed to escape, a multitude of crimes according to this file.
Yes, that is correct.
And then... am I going to have to draw each and every last step out of you?
Yes, so we went to Redug. We didn't go to a place named that. Ridra?
That's Reindorf.
That's Rheindorf? That's Rheindorf.
You didn't hire a kobold to spell for you.
Doesn't the kobold have 20 intelligence?
No.
We then went. We met a archmage by the name of Ellswood.
Okay, Ellswood. Alright, just he is one of the currently recorded archmages. And you want to add bones?
No, I think he's doing quite a good job of recounting everything along the way.
Okay,
My
use
friend
some group
Pace-
assistance.
I refuse to give pastries to a giant monster in the tower.
Okay, we will not have that part in the epic. Continue.
Definitely nothing being left out here.
Go dark. Yeah, you're pretty much reliant on Ridra, apparently.
Right on, Joe. That's all you got.
Yeah, it's been mostly me, I know. Including the bad spelling of Reinsworth.
Oh, this is great.
Great to go hard. From after meeting Ellswood, we went to Murdot. Or met Murdot. I can't remember if that's a place or a person. I died several times on this adventure, so it messes with the memory. Murgia. Yes, we went to Murgia.
Pulls out a book out of his pack.
There were dragon people who were angry at us, and we killed there was a bowl of souls, and we killed a necromancer lady there.
I think he
We
just skipped
freed
like a whole
Everflame,
month.
who was the husband of Ellswood. None of this is in chronological order, by the way, but it's all stuff we did.
Hold now. What do you mean it's not in chronological order? I'm very explicit. Where did you start, and how did you get to the end? Not where did you start, what did you do
We
at the
walked.
end, and then what did you do in the middle.
We walked mostly.
Why is he made of bones?
We went through.
We're all made of bones.
Why are
Also
you
true.
only made of bones, smartass?
We walked through a domain of chaos, but that doesn't come. That's not till later. You're right, Ritter. He wanted it in order. You're asking questions that make it go out of order. Which is it?
Look, I've got 30 minutes left to try and get this entire situation written down, chronicled, and presented to the bards for turning into an epic. So,
Hmm.
The dragon, it was a black dragon.
Would you like to just use my journal?
what?
I keep a journal as we travel.
We met
It has
one of our
most of the,
companions' evil twin.
Yes, that's in here. I was there. I mean, it would be from Joe's point of view, so there would be like the whole 2 weeks that he went off by himself to get a bear and everything. But
Is it in chronological order?
yes,
Does it include why you were Bones?
um, yes.
Absolutely.
Well, it includes posts after I became Bones. There's not a whole lot of details about why I became Bones because there was a short period of time there when no one told me I was.
Looks at you like this man became Bones and you didn't tell him?
I forgot.
That is not quite accurate. He has eyes, or, well, maybe not anymore, but some capable. He's not blind. I assume you're not, Joseph. You're not blind, are you?
No?
Okay,
See
so,
quite
so he
well.
could see that he is Bones. Well, it does not need me to inform him of that. Do I need to inform you that you are a gnome? Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And then the
Looked
gnome
far
was
better
punted.
than the last one we met.
Judging by what I see here in your file in regards to heightism, sir.
He has problems with age too.
Just shakes his head.
But yes, the everything in here is 100% accurate from my point of view.
That would do nicely. That will save me dealing with. He just looks Union up and down. Whatever's going on in there.
It's all there. It's like a puzzle. You just need to unravel it. I'm also drunk.
Oh, by the gods. Just holds up
We
a
saved
hand for
them.
the journal.
They were dying. I am chosen of Lathander.
Just give me the journal. I'll be on my way.
Uh huh.
May I bless you?
See, it says on this one. Fun times.
Squint.
So they're going to write an epic, basically using my journal, right?
But used based on the information within your journal, yes.
Yes, I love this.
A bardic epic.
Yeah, Bardic epic. Okay.
All right. I'm assuming you want the primary copy back. Just be over here. Make the copy real quick.
Yeah, eventually, but I mean, you can keep it for a little while. I don't think I'm going to be leaving town, and you know, we're all part of the guild here. I'm sure I can get it back after you're done with it.
Absolutely. Just gives you one more
Just,
look.
I mean, yeah, exactly. You know, since you're going to be turning it into an epic, you know, ballad and all that. I mean, obviously, I didn't put any exaggeration into any of that and what I did. So,
I'm sure.
as you're copying it, you could feel free to add a little flourish here and there. You know, it is first person and all that, but I'm sure I'd put adequate um, points into what the other people in the party contributed.
I'm sure we will fill in the blanks. If not, a chronicler will be in contact.
Yes.
Hopefully, someone who can tolerate just hand gestures.
Hand gestures.
And he sprints off, heading into town to go about his work.
Yep.
He's only drunk. The rest of that is normal. Do I need to tell you you're a gnome? So,
We probably should get you back to the inn before get you some coffee and maybe a pastry.
That sounds wonderful, Joseph.
do you begin making your way back as we pan the camera over to Sarah? Shenanigans she's gotten up to.
I mean, I was pretty boring. After ditching them to the crowd, I just went back to Grandma's and found a room.
Okay. Did you grab a pastry on the way in?
Oh, of course.
Can you roll me a 1d50, please? No particular reason. Okay. You managed to get a nice fresh pastry. It's delicious.
Oh, good. He had me worried because there was that little delay, so I was like, oh no. I got the poison one.
Ah. So, evening falls. Sarah, you hear the door clamor open. Megan rushing in to go about her duties. Grandma shortly after. It's easily another hour or so before you hear Joseph and Union stagger in. In that time, a couple of the locals have made their way inside to the common room. The smell of cooking meat and the light sound of music issues up to your room.
I'll go back down and celebrate a little more. Can't say no to a bard.
Joseph, where are these pastries? I was promised pastries.
I point him to the pastries that are usually always there.
Wonderful. Union will go over and sit down and take like two. And we get the
So can I get a D49 and a D48?
Oh, dear Lord.
Okay. You're just fine.
Oh, these are wonderful.
So Bard, buddy pal.
Yeah, I figured when you said Bard, that was me.
I didn't say Bard. Leah said Bard. But you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
You've been dead long enough.
Do I have a picture?
Now, as of right now, it doesn't look like you do.
Oh, I thought I did. Give me a
Way
sec.
to go.
I thought I did.
Womp womp.
And I thought for a second you were a bard named Virtue. That'd be ironic.
No. I'm not a tiefling.
Shame.
No, because every time y'all try to get Tiefling gang going, shit goes down and someone dies.
And then we had Janasi gang. And then shit went down. And people died.
Everybody dies.
Oh, wait, I remember what I did.
Do you?
I think so. I hope it's still here.
Are you sure?
I made a hero forge. I'll worry about that later. So,
Okay, Union.
I'll worry about that. I just Elven eyes glare at the tiefling who's singing badly.
He's like singing under his breath through a mouthful of pastry.
I have a passive perception of 19. I hear it.
It's not. He doesn't hear what you're singing. He just hears how out of key you are.
Oh yeah. Elven bard, got that leather armor. You do notice Pete. He probably wouldn't have his weapons on him. At least not the big ones. But he has a lute, has a drum, has some bagpipes.
A random passerby shoots the bagpipes.
Cast bending on the bagpipes.
What is he? Old, young?
He is relatively young.
What color is his hair? That was not a color.
Brown, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just heard squeaks.
It went higher and higher.
Out of my range of hearing.
There.
What you trying to say, huh?
Or no?
But anyhow, it's not nearly as lively as a crowd as you had expected after your long travels. Brookless. You managed to avoid most of the situation. Probably ran into an undead, maybe two, in your travels. You've heard talk of there being some undead giants running around causing havoc. I haven't seen
Yeah, I
any of them.
avoided those like the plague.
Like the real life plague, no one avoided. You know what? We're not just.
No. Sir, I tried to avoid the plague real life.
Anyhow, but it is evident that the overall atmosphere is not very lively or ready to be lively.
I will start with an uplifting song with my fixed bagpipe.
First note shoots it again. Takes a whole minute to cast, sir.
Rude. My bagpipes are beautiful.
Let's see. Performance.
God.
It's not the worst it could have been.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work, I'll just go to the loot.
You are very colorful.
Yes.
He's a bard. Makes sense.
They gotta be as colorful as possible. Like peacocks.
Contractually obligated.
Yep.
Not a colorblind joke, but I didn't.
Look, he's got red on there.
Does Jared know that?
Yes. Who got beat in arm wrestling with a one by against a one-on woman?
She's still
It
got
was
an
pretty
arm.
embarrassing.
By her
Her
less
weak arm.
yeah, her less dominant arm.
I
He's
was
lost.
drunk at the time.
So was
He's
she.
lost both arm wrestles by like an astronomical value.
The Thandar disapproves of arm wrestling.
Apparently. Uh-huh. Think about that.
Nope, no more thought going into that. All right, new bard friend. Let's go. Okay, moving quite along.
So anyhow, for the most part, the crowd is able to enjoy your performance. Food is issued out. Grandma makes it, several people are like reaching for to try and pay, and she pushes them all away. Your 10 grams still sitting on the table when you came back down.
I'll just leave it.
They've like moved about an inch over. You can tell probably someone else tried to take them and probably got smacked.
I figure if someone takes them, they probably need it more than I do.
But unless there's anything anyone specifically wants to do, we are going to fade out this evening and rise again come the morning.
I'll throw a couple silver at the bard.
At the bard or to the bard?
I know what I said.
He is playing bagpipes. Roll to attack.
What's a number 5's range attack?
Just dexterity. Oh, strength.
Strength without proficiency.
Yeah.
Unless you are proficient in.
I have a feeling a
those.
9 doesn't hit you. It may hit your pride.
Yeah.
I am.
I will take the silver anyway.
Again, low pride value. Kind of expected you to.
I spent a lot of money on gear.
Anyhow, so come the morning, the mood in the city shifts dramatically. Word has gotten around to the few that could not attend the meeting. The streets are fairly full as the dwindling population can make them. Already talking about the morning feast that has apparated in the city center square. The smell of cooked sweets, meats, breads just waft over the otherwise questionable smells that normally greet your senses this early in the morning. Comments that for those who haven't been able to attend to their daily needs, i.e., shower and bathe, fresh hot water basins have been installed overnight for the sake of making individuals feel normal again. Those who are unable to tend to their clothes, merchants have linens at the ready. There are builders, contractors ready to discuss fixing your house. All little, just tiny little things that keep adding up to bigger and bigger things. And then there's the music. From a distance, it is a clamorous cacophony. It's riotous in its joyous nature. And unless you intend to go near it, remains riotous and calamitous. But most importantly, waiting down in the commons room, unfortunately, currently gagging as this poor soul ate one of the 3 foul pastries. is a caller wearing guild livery. Never, never eating here again.
Why not?
He shows you the pastry he just bit into. It is well past stale.
This is
waterlogged.
slander. Grandma's only has the highest quality pastries.
You look over the pile, it looks perfectly fine.
Did you have a message? Because if not, I suggest you leave, slanderer.
Yeah, I was told to come get the rebels of the vanquished. Yeah.
Oh, that's us.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
I'll wake everyone up.
Maybe if I try a different pastry. I don't know, maybe this one had avocado in it or something.
I like the idea he just keeps grabbing the bad ones.
We're about to find out. Joe, can you roll me a 1d47?
Give me a sec to get back in. Roll 20.
Oh god, that was so close.
Jesus.
So the taste is a little off. It's like, okay, maybe I got a bad one. God, that was awful.
Yep, and I'll get a Union and Joe. Give a quick look to see if Kotark's around, but assuming he's not.
You've not seen him since you all left Grandma's yesterday. He might be bullying people over at the docks.
Now that he knows there's not a tax for being there.
Would I be awake or?
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I will see what the commotion is.
It's a lot of music being played right now, after all.
Yeah, fair. See what the commotion in the inn is.
A guy choking on a fetid pastry. But otherwise, you do catch him actively call them by the Rebels of the Vanquished, which you would have gotten word was currently the party credited with lifting the darkness.
Rub chin thoughtfully, then nod.
Oh yeah, we're big shots now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you guys did save the world.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Give a wink.
But yes, a place of honor has. Oh god, I can't get the taste. Try to squeeze some water. He leans out the door to spit it out. Oh, that's foul. A place of honor has been set beside our grand lady. God, what the hell did they say her name was? Look,
A place of honor by her side?
yeah. Look, the lady at the speech yesterday.
Yeah. No, we know who she is.
Okay, well, she's specifically asked for all of you.
Oh well. There's only 3 of us, so
My registry shows 4 living.
look over at the bard.
Doug, want me to join?
Congratulations, you're now a world savior.
Yeah.
What is your name, fellow savior of all races of the world?
I guess that's Kotark then?
Yes, this is Kotark. Alright, let's go.
Hello, Kotark. I pat Kotark on the shoulder.
Man, I'm glad I grabbed deception.
Yeah, deception, as you go to meet someone who's met Kotark.
Yeah. I don't know that, though.
What do you do with the baby?
Union will carry the baby.
Okay. Bring the baby into the insanely loud festivities.
Well, no, Union would give the baby to Grandma.
Grandma is ecstatic.
Yeah. We can just Grandma with
It's
her.
not even your baby to give away.
It's not your baby not to give away.
I'm pretty sure it is my baby now.
Well, if you want to take the baby.
Well, no, I'm gonna leave it with Grandma because it's the better choice, but it's not
Exactly,
your
okay.
baby to give away.
Well, congratulations on being a mother, Sarah.
I can punch you in the face really hard.
Right as your reaction to everything.
Oh.
Or you're in for one hell of a time when that baby starts teething.
Let's go.
Just knock the fuck out.
Bard was never seen again. He took his opportunity while Union and Sarah were arguing and just disappeared.
Just got a PM, so I can reroll character right now, right? But all right, if you're Kotark, sure.
I guess I'm Kotark.
Outside there is a beautiful carriage awaiting.
Oh. I was expecting to walk, but I'll climb in the carriage.
It may be a little unwing friendly. We tried to find one with back windows. It didn't work.
I'll let out a sigh and just sit on top.
It would just be a little uncomfortable.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just sit on top. I don't need to be inside the carriage. It's fine.
Don't scratch the varnish. Well, there goes this month's paycheck. Opens the carriage door for the other three of you.
Union will enter the carriage.
I suppose I will as well.
And you, Master Lich?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I closes the door, hops in, and drives you all to the city center. The closer and closer that you get, the cleaner the sound of the music becomes. Overall, you have individuals that Union, Joe, and even Sarah would recognize as instructors, high tier performers from the Bard College here in Innsland, and they are stretched far to the far corners of the city square. So the closer to the center you get, the more in sync and the tone and the presentation of the music becomes as the sound meets in that direction. There, dressed in her black finery, is your new Lady of Innsland, currently talking with the three previous merchant councilmen, who delightedly greets you with a warm and caring smile as the carriage is opened up. the smile cracks when a
When
very not blue Kotark steps out of the carriage.
I was invited by her. I point out to Sarah.
Just scratch the shit out of that varnish, huh, Sarah?
I mean, it wasn't gentle.
The caller just looks up like, really? I didn't pick the carriage.
I didn't pick to sit on top. Oh, wait.
You know what? Just gonna take the loss. And drives away. But as you are beckoned to approach, this such warmth and joy and possible hostility issuing from the woman. That's where we fade to black.